Hey YouTube, thanks for clicking on this video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Robinhood portfolio, kind of give you an update of where I'm at on the year, as well as these two stocks that I purchased. Well, one is a new stock, and then the other is a stock that I purchased more stocks of. And again, we're going to get into the reasons why in just a moment. So without any further ado, I'm going to put my phone right up here, and we're going to take a look at my portfolio. So here we go. We're taking a look right now. I have my screen right here so you guys can all see it. Right now I have $7,088.08. Today is Sunday. The stock market is closed, obviously. And overall, let's say we're gonna look and we're gonna go through each show. Overall on the week, I'm up only 7.17. That's pretty sad, but that's okay. In the month, I am down 1.55%, and then 3 months down 1.61%. But overall, up in the year, close to 5%, 4.67, so up $316, which overall is pretty good. It's not great. I would like to be closer again to that 7% mark. But overall, this is a lot better than if it was going to be in my savings account, which only gives me, I think, 0.45%, which is nothing. I know there's some savings account out there that gives you 2%, but still, I'm overall beating that. So in my mind, it's still a win, and there's still several months to the year, so we'll see what happens there. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna take a look at the new stock that I purchased, the reasons why, and it's gonna be pretty obvious when you guys take a look at it. So here we go, where I'm gonna put it on my screen right now, and it's gonna be Ulta, and the ticker symbol is the ULTA for that. It went down about 30%. A lot of things dealing with kind of the performance aspect of it based on what I could read. A lot of the trends that were trending this past year are kind of falling out of trend, therefore sales have went down. And they even had to adjust their next quarterly earnings and to be kind of a little bit more reserved than what was expected. Anytime a company does that, usually you do see the stock go down overall because they're not projecting as high of earnings or sales that they were earlier in the year. And anytime you do that, it doesn't look like it's going to be, again, it doesn't look great. So then that went down about 30%. Then the CEO, I believe, bought like $18 million worth of shares, which helped it go back up a little bit, not much. So in the past month, about 10%, but still, it's overall down a lot. Again, at the peak of this, it was 361. Kind of when it dropped is about 323, and it's currently at $250.90. Now where I purchased it at, I only purchased one stock, was at 261, so I am down 4% nearly, which is a little disappointing, but in the long term, I do believe it's gonna go back exactly where it was and higher. But it did drop, and that was kind of the time to purchase. If you look at the past year, it's still down 8.34% on the year. So it's down, but if you look at the 5-year trend, it's up 115% over 5 years, going over 20% every year, which is amazing, and that's kind of on par where I was looking at with Apple and Facebook. So for a company like this, again, in the beauty cosmetic retail, to do something, you know, such as like those companies there on, you know, going up 20% a year is fantastic. Now, anytime, again, it goes up, it looks like it kind of adjusted there. You can kind of see the same thing here where it went up, it adjusted, it fell down, and then steadily went up, and so on and so forth. Again, this was a kind of a bigger drop than usual. You don't usually see a 30% drop, maybe, you know, 10 to 15. But at this point, I felt comfortable going in, felt like it was a great price to purchase it at, and I do believe it's gonna meet exactly where it was and go exceed it in the next, in several years. So I did buy one. I wanted to buy two, but I am kind of stockpiling, or trying to stockpile some money or cash on the side, because I do plan on making some big moves in the next about year and a half, give or take, depending on how the market goes. But I do want to have a decent amount of cash on the side, to where if anything happens, I have cash available to purchase these stocks on sale, just like I did Ulta. So as you can see on my screen, I have YUMC. I've talked about this in my past videos. I owned before this was 5 stocks of YUMC, and I was kind of basing this off on a more riskier investment. If you look at YUM, it overall, and that's kind of, YUM is gonna be in North America, YUMC is gonna be based in China. But YUM has actually increased a lot over the past several years. I'm kind of basing it off that, which I really shouldn't do 100%. But YUMC is actually a newer stock. If you look at it, it kind of started October 17, 2016. So it's only 3 years old and to be on the market, and that's actually a really new stock. So I do see that there being a ton of potential over the 5 years. It's gone almost up 10% every year. That's healthy growth. That's where I where I like to see it. It kind of matches the market there. And I do believe it's going to increase a lot more, aka that's why I invest. Well, that's why anyone should invest in a stock. But I think there's a lot of potential to make a lot of money. I think this is a great price to purchase it at. If you look at their financials, their PE ratio is a little bit higher than I typically would like to see it. This is $16 billion market cap, and overall there is still a lot of growth. They hit their quarterly earnings for the past 4 quarters, actually exceeded those, I should say. So we'll see what kind of goes in the next quarter. And again, they also do pay dividends, which is always a bonus. It is not usually what I that's not why I purchased this stock, to be honest with you. I didn't buy it because of the dividends. It was a bonus that they pay dividends. I mostly bought this because of the growth aspect and where I can see it in the next coming years. And now I own 8. I really honestly would like to own 100 shares of this in several years. Hopefully by the end of this year I'll own 10 to 15. I think because like I said, I was supposed to invest about, I think $5,000 was the goal. I'm at $6,772, but $2,300 of that was because I transferred it from the TD Ameritrade account. So I still have a little bit more to go. Honestly, where I like to see is probably purchase 2 more Facebook or 2 more Apple this year, and then at least for YUMC, at least have 10, and then maybe purchase some more Nvidia and McDonald's, I believe, because McDonald's did take a hit. Again, this is more of a side note here. I think it's 1 week they've went down a bit. Just up in the year. So we'll go from there. But those are kind of some of the stocks that I'm going to be looking at. Plan on going, buying more of. But the 2, Ulta and YUMC, I figured YUMC, and let me actually get out of this real quick. YUMC was because I still see a ton of growth potential, newer stock in the market. A lot of advantages there with it being new. A lot of, again, could go up if it matches where Yum is at. Yum, I think it's currently at $115. I think it's going to take time, but I definitely see that there should be no problem actually them hitting that goal. So that's where I would really like to purchase a lot more. Maybe the goal might be 15 by the end of the year. I don't know. Just stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated with how much I purchased. Ulta, I probably will buy more of in the next several months. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. And then I've already told you, Apple, Facebook, and possibly Nvidia are going to be probably the main ones I'm going to be purchasing for the rest of the year. I'm pretty happy with my portfolio and what it's looking like. So now instead of buying new stocks, even though I did purchase a new one, Ulta, now I'm plan on capitalizing on the ones that I have, investing more on those and making it more, just investing more in those. If you have any questions, please leave comments below. If you guys have actually any of the stocks that I do, please comment which ones, or if there's anything you want me to take a look at or think are great investments for this year or upcoming years, please leave comments about that below. Please like this video if you found any value of it, and please subscribe because I'll be posting more videos like this every week, kind of keeping you updated on my portfolio, letting you know which stocks I plan on purchasing, and I also do talk about cryptocurrencies. That's a little bit less of something I like to talk about because that is definitely more risky, and usually I don't like talking about that much because, again, that's more risky. I want to talk about more sound investments like the stock market. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.